If they spit, we will hit. That is President Trump's warning to protesters in Los Angeles, where hundreds of Marines are now joining 2,000 National Guard troops on the ground as tensions remain high over deportation raids there. Good evening, everyone. I'm Elizabeth Vargas. The Pentagon says 700 active-duty Marines are deploying to protect federal agents and buildings in downtown Los Angeles. The federal deployments are exacerbating a political and legal battle tonight with the state's governor, Gavin Newsom. This is the first time since 1965 that a president has activated a state's National Guard without the governor's request and over this governor's objections. The National Guard has been deployed to protect federal property, not broader crowd control on city streets. Still, Governor Newsom contends the deployment has only inflamed tensions that were already high from ICE raids of several Los Angeles businesses. Today, the Newsom administration is suing the Trump administration.
By the time the first few hundred troops arrived on Sunday, the protests had mostly dissipated and streets were mostly quiet and calm. Since Trump announced his plan to deploy troops, the situation on the ground has escalated quickly, with unrest growing overnight. I, in partnership with Governor Gavin Newsom, are suing President Trump and asking the court to set aside the president's unlawful action federalizing the California National Guard.
Police have reportedly arrested more than 150 people in Los Angeles since Friday. In a moment, we're going to go live to our reporters on the ground there. The city has remained on edge. Demonstrators were seen on video over the weekend, clashing with police, blocking a major highway, setting cars on fire, and throwing rocks. Police responded by firing rubber bullets and deploying tear gas to break up the crowds. President Trump today doubled down on deploying the National Guard, saying he had no choice and that Los Angeles would have been, quote, completely obliterated without it. Trump also brushed off Governor Newsom's accusation that he wants a civil war.
I don't want a civil war. A civil war would happen if you left it to people like him. And I liked him. You know, I always got along with him. Never had a problem with him. But he's grossly incompetent.
In an interview on Sunday, California's governor not only accused Trump of wanting that civil war, but he also dared Tom Homan, Trump's border czar, to arrest him, hours after Homan threatened to arrest both him and the mayor of Los Angeles.
Come after me, arrest me. Let's just get it over with. Tough guy. You know, I don't give a damn.
Well, here's how Trump responded to that today.
Gavin Newsom he's daring Tom Homan to come and arrest him. Should he do it? I would do it if I were Tom. I think it's great. Gavin likes the publicity, but I think it would be a great thing. He's done a terrible job. Look, I like Gavin Newsom. He's a nice guy, but he's grossly incompetent. Everybody knows.
Governor Newsom reacted to that on social media, writing, "The President of the United States just called for the arrest of a sitting governor. This would be a day I hoped I would never see in America," adding, "It's an unmistakable step toward authoritarianism." Let's go right now to Mills Hayes, who's been following the protesters throughout the day in downtown Los Angeles. Mills, set the scene for us there. How are the protesters? What's the tenor and tone of what you're seeing? Are people being orderly or disorderly?
Hey, Elizabeth. Well, majority of the people here are being orderly. It's been peaceful so far today. We have seen some chaos, though. We did just see a car rush through this area right here, so that was a little nerve-wracking. But so far, we have seen mostly peaceful protests today. I want to show you guys what it looks like, though, over here. That is the federal building. You can see National Guard troops are standing in front of the doors right there, and you can see hundreds of protesters flying Mexican flags as well as Mexican-American flags. And lots of people holding different protest signs, calling on Immigration and Customs Enforcement to get out of Los Angeles. They are frustrated and angry. And actually, you know what? I am just now seeing that person on that car right there standing. So it does look like traffic has stalled right here in this area. But I do want to talk to someone who is protesting, who has been peaceful, and get an idea about why they're here. Jessica, you are from South LA. Tell me, why is it important for you to be here and show up?
We're here to speak for our families, our uncles, our aunts, our grandparents, everybody who came to this nation and try to make a better life for themselves. We're looking at workers getting deported. We're looking at our students getting deported. We're looking at people doing it the right way getting deported, and it's not okay. And the city of Huntington Park just posted on Instagram today that they saw ICE in their community. You live right near there. How are people feeling with ICE being seen in Home Depot parking lots and outside of schools? Everyone looks betrayed. The city is dead. Everyone's scared. I drove myself yesterday around to see if anybody needed rides because I wouldn't want to see anybody's family just get deported because they're coming back from work or they're coming back from the market trying to feed their families. It's not okay. And we're here to stand up for what's not okay.
Thank you, Jessica. I appreciate that. And we've been seeing and hearing from people who are telling people in their community just to stay home because that may be the safest way. Because here in LA, about 9 to 10% of the population is undocumented, Elizabeth. And so far, like I said, mostly peaceful, but we know that there are more protests planned throughout the evening, and it typically starts getting chaotic in the evening. That's when things started to really pop off. Yesterday was right before dark, and that's when we started to see protesters and rioters throw rocks at officers and off the interstate. Even a Lime scooter was thrown off the interstate there as well, Elizabeth.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.